Hey guys, it's number one Steve here with part 2 of Why Do People Watch WWE. The reason why this part 2 is because I had to leave earlier and go to SeaWorld, and now I'm back now and I can do the video. Alright, so part 4, or number 4 of the reason why people watch the WWE is the element of surprise. And what do I mean by the element of surprise? Think back to 2011, right? It's WrestleMania season. There's going to be a special guest host. And we're like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be, right? And we had a lot of speculation at first. Matter of fact, they even showed some women's legs. And she was walking to the ring. So we're like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's going to be a woman. Some famous lady, who knows? Or maybe an old WWE diva, who knows? But instead, we get the People's Champion, The Rock. The Rock, who hasn't been seen in a WWE ring for 7 years at that point. And The Rock came back, and it was just lit up, and everyone was cheering. That same year, we got Stone Cold Steve Austin back. Those two had a face-to-face encounter at WrestleMania 27. It was one of the greatest things of all time. 10 years from their encounter at WrestleMania 17. Big time, right? Am I right? Let's think back to this past SummerSlam when that Monday Night Raw, when the Dudley Boys came back and everyone was, oh my gosh, it's the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys are back. Heck, even the Royal Rumble. I mean, you get some old guys from the past, you know, and they're not there to meant to be win the Royal Rumble, but they're meant to be here to be like, oh my god, he's back, right? Think back to when Kevin Nash came back, Booker T, to the Godfather, all those guys. And let's not forget the Beast, Brock Lesnar. He came back in 2012, the night after WrestleMania 28. It was incredible. The element of surprise. That's why people love it, because they can't wait for that surprise factor. Heck, Bubba Ray said it best in his interview with Michael Cole. He said, when nobody expects it, that is like the best time to come back. Because it's like you get this feeling, this rush, and the reaction you're getting is real, because nobody knew you were back but you and the people you work with. And it was amazing to see them reaction to that. Number 3 of the reason why people watch the WWE, the Attitude Era. It was the greatest time to be a wrestling fan per se, because you had WCW and WWE back to back in the ratings, trying to see who would be the dominant brand, I should say, or the dominant show. And for the longest time, it was WCW. 84 consecutive weeks, I believe, and there's 52 weeks in a year, so that's about a year and 3 months. And you know, it was a struggle. They forced WWE to go from Family Fun to TV 14, I believe it is, where naked women basically, and cussing and middle fingers, and that's how Stone Cold and Steve Austin was born. That's how the divas that we love was born. That's how The Rock was born. Stone Cold, D-Generation X. They were all that way, and because of it, they won. And you can relive all that again on the WWE Network. Go back and you see the Monday Night Wars. That series was pretty good. Go back. I try to learn as much as I can, because I was born technically in the beginning, near the middle of the Attitude Era. So, you know, obviously I don't know that much about it, but thanks to the network, I was able to go on there and see the series and see how everything is, and Eric Bischoff and everything like that. So, you know, that was good. Then, number 2, the reason why people watch the WWE is looking towards the future. What do I mean by looking towards the future? The WWE has something called NXT, which a lot of people say is the second best show in the WWE franchise. Because we got the flagship show Raw, then we got NXT, then it's SmackDown, then a couple other WWE programs, and then TNA. TNA doesn't even make it there because of it's just not that good at all. I don't even know how they're still surviving, really. It's probably because of Kurt Angle. That's the only, and Jeff Hardy, if he's there still. That would be the only reason why. Because of the star power that they got from WWE. eventually everyone does return. And you know what? I'm going to make a video series on that. Should they return? And you know, I look forward to that sometime in the future, right? But anyway, back to this. So looking towards the future, right? We've got guys like Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn and Ashley, I believe her name is, or not Sasha. The girl Sasha's facing, Bailey, her and everything like that. And before that was Kevin Owens and The Shield and Bray Wyatt and all. Look at the guys that came from NXT. Let's start with them. Rusev, Kevin Owens, The Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman. I mean, we've got some pretty good guys from NXT. Triple H is doing one heck of a job down there in NXT. NXT is the future, and you can have those fantasy matches of what if this person faced that person and that person faced this person, and you know, if he teamed up with that guy, oh, that would be awesome. They would be the awesome tag team, man. Looking towards the future, man. NXT is WWE is one of the most popular shows. I remember Brooklyn, when they were in Brooklyn for SummerSlam weekend, man, and a lot of people were talking about, I do not watch NXT. I should. I really, really should, because I've heard a lot of positive things about it. Heck, when the Ascension were in NXT, they were really good. And then they came to WWE and started sucking. But looking towards the future, NXT, that's why people watch it. Because they can't wait for those fantasy matches, or they can't wait for them to reach the main roster and just give it their all for the entertainment of the people. And the number one reason why people watch WWE, you can find it in the name, World Wrestling Entertainment. People watch it for the entertainment. We know it's not real. We know it's scripted, but everything on TV is scripted, you know? So you can't judge off by saying, oh, I don't watch wrestling because it's fake. But you watch football because it's dangerous and to support your favorite team and players. You watch the UFC to watch people get beat up. You watch baseball to see people score home runs. You watch basketball to see people dunk on people and hitting them threes in their face and to cross somebody out. You watch the WWE for entertainment, for the thrill of it, to see these guys who putting their bodies on the line 300 days of the year. Don't see their families that often, and you know, unless you're a top guy, you know. And so these guys are putting on their bodies on the line for you. And a lot of people who left were never true fans to begin with. It's kind of like when you jump ship from a team. For example, my brothers, when they were little, we were this family, we were all on the Eagles team, right? We were all fans of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then my youngest brother, Elisha, saw the Packers beat the Eagles, and he's like, I like the Packers now. And coincidentally, it was the same year that the Packers went on to win the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. And he's like, I like the Packers now. I'm like, what? And then the Steelers are in the Super Bowl, and they've won 6 Super Bowls the most. And then my first youngest brother, Elijah, he's like, I like the Steelers now. I'm like, you guys are traitors, right? Another example is my first brother, Elijah, used to like the Orlando Magic. Now all of a sudden he's saying he likes the Oklahoma Thunder because he likes Kevin Durant and all that. What? You jumping shit. My other brother, Elisha, my younger one, he used to like the Miami Heat and LeBron James. Then LeBron went to Cleveland, and he's like, I don't like LeBron. He sucks. I like, what is his name? Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. What? You must have never really been fans to begin with. When you're a fan, you stick with them through tough times. We, the Philadelphia Eagles, have never won a Super Bowl. Every year we go, this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year. This is going to be the year. And it's never the year. We may have a good season, but then we always come up short. And you know what? This season is no exception. Kip Stinking Kelly is messing everything up. And I just want to, use DeMarco Murray. Sam Bradford, throw those long balls. Come on. But you know what? I'm sticking with them because they're my team. I cut me and I bleed green. But the entertainment, that is why people watch WWE. That is why they enjoy it. Because they can go home or go to hotel rooms or turn off the TV and go, wow, that was a good episode. That was a good pay-per-view. That was the best I've seen in a while, you know. They watch it for the entertainment. They watch it for the drama, the action, the comedy. They watch it for the incredible matches. This is why they chant, "This is awesome," or "This is awful." Or they love this Hell Cena, he sucks. They love to tell Seth Rollins, "You sold out." They love to cheer for Daniel Bryan, chanting, "Yes, yes, yes." It's because of the WWE Universe, Daniel Bryan became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, because they would not accept Batista as that champion. They did not accept Daniel Bryan not being in the Royal Rumble. They were disgusted. They demanded, and they got it. Unfortunately, DB got hurt. But the bottom line is, for all those out there who say wrestling is fake, do you not think, besides little kids, unless their parents already told them? I found out wrestling was fake in 9th grade. That's when I found out. It didn't stop me from watching wrestling. It really didn't. But for all those who say wrestling's fake, I don't watch wrestling because it's fake. Think for a moment before you say something, because everything on TV is fake pretty much, except for a few exceptions like Hell's Kitchen and other competition shows like that, where people are actually trying to win something, to have a better future or whatever, just to win something, a competition. Those are real. UFC, yeah, that's real. NBA, yeah, the other sports are real. But let's be honest, they don't. Again, the WWE is on every year, all year, every week. Raw is the longest episodic television show in history. Nothing can top that. So again, we all know it's fake. We all know it's not real. We all know it's scripted. We all know that their finishers, quote unquote, isn't real. But we don't care, because we love the WWE and we're sticking to it. You know? So for all those out there who keep saying that, keep saying it, because you're really a fool. Because wrestling's fake. That's why I don't watch it. Come on, man. Tell that to the millions and millions and millions and millions, and possibly maybe even not billions. I'm gonna stick with millions. The WWE Network has over a million subscribers. Now, the ratings haven't been good in a couple weeks of Raw, which is why on October 19th, Vince is bringing in Stone Cold and Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels for a panel to see who they think will win against Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker at Hell in the Cell. But, you know, do what you gotta do. I didn't say it was great every week. Some weeks it's great. Some weeks it's plain awful. Some weeks it's just okay. But at the end of the day, yo, man, I love the WWE. If I wasn't out of shape, man, I would try to compete and get into WWE, because that's how much I love it. WWE is awesome. Freaking awesome. But that has been the video for today of part 2 of Why Do People Watch WWE. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, earlier, like I said, I'm going to start a new segment on should they return, will they return. I haven't figured out the quite a name yet, but basically the whole thing is WWE superstars who left, or divas who left the WWE, and do we think they'll ever return? Guys like Punk and AJ and Goldberg and Angle and the Hardy Boys, will they ever return? And it won't just be those guys. It could be other guys who have been there too, or maybe guys who were on the injured list, like DB and Christian or whatever like that, you know? So that's been the video for today. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out.